Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the PozCast. I'm Matthew.
I'm Derek.
Jared.
And I'm Logan.
And today we'll be discussing the final four teams left in the playoffs, but before that, what happened in the wild card and divisional rounds. We got a lot to discuss, a couple of head coaching hires, so let's get right into it. We start with the first game of the playoffs, Bengals-Raiders.
Joe Shiesty.
This was probably one of the best games of the first round in what was a very, very boring wild card round because none of these games were close. Bengals win 26-19, so me and Jared lose our Raiders pick.
Okay, well, Derek Carr had like 8 chances on like the 2-yard
Yeah,
line
I mean,
to get a
that's true.
touchdown.
That's true. Good game. Bengals fought in there, won their first playoff game in over 30 years. Raiders got a lot to figure out now as they have fired both their head coach and general manager, so they are cleaning house in Vegas. All right, Patriots-Bills. This might have been the shock of the weekend. The Bills won by 30, keeping Jared's picks at a perfect 0-2.
Okay, well, no one expected the Patriots defense to let up 47 points.
Bill Belichick's we finally realized that his teams, they can be good, but without Brady, he's going to need, they can't be anywhere near Super Bowl good.
I think it's also important to recognize that Mac Jones is a rookie.
Yeah.
Which not a
just
lot
the
of
fact
people
that he got that far
a lot of people decided to disregard after they started winning games. So, I mean, obviously the defense let up 47, but Mac Jones scoring 17 in his first playoff game, it's not too bad.
Yeah, but their defense letting up 47 when they were considered one of the best defenses, kind of a failure.
That's pretty bad.
So they got a lot.
Josh Allen is just different.
Yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot to fix there, but Bill's
it's all because
win.
of Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did he do anything?
No,
I don't think so.
He did.
Did he?
I think he got into the game.
He had he probably need the ball twice.
He did, I think.
Good job, Mitch. Yeah. All right, Eagles-Buccaneers. This game is probably.
And Jared's a perfect 0 for 3
right,
now.
Yes, he is. He is 0-3.
I was joking. You guys knew I was joking.
No, we were. No, we did not. 0-3 for
I
Jared.
took that completely seriously, Jared.
Yeah, Jared, we know how big of a Jalen Hurts fan you are.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Gardner Minshew fan.
Yes, absolutely agreed. Buccaneers won by 16. Brady looked okay in this game. He didn't look great. This was more of the Buccaneers' defense. Eagles they got in the playoffs, but really they didn't deserve it. This is not a great football team, at least not yet.
Are my picks 3-0 so far?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm pretty sure mine are too.
Until now.
Yeah.
Until now. Here we go. Niners-Cowboys. Oh, look, the Cowboys choked again.
We them boys.
I feel like this happens every single year because it happens every single year. Another complete choke by Dallas. Is there something more that Dallas needs to do, or do they just run it back with this same roster next year? What do you think they need to do? This
Not
is kind
choke.
of a roundtable question.
Not choke.
That's it. That's all you got. So
That's all I got.
Ready?
Yeah.
You get rid of Zeke because he's taking up so much cap room. You start Tony Pollard, and you get better surrounding players on the defense.
Well, the defense is going to be the issue. They have majority of their defensive line, which was really good this year. Their entire defense is now in free agency, so this is going to be a complete overhaul for Dallas. If they don't get their defense fixed right now, they're going to have issues for the foreseeable future. So my question is this. Does Dallas have a real shot next year at winning the Super Bowl, or is this going to be something that takes a couple years for them to solve?
Well, I think their offense is just way too inconsistent. Like they'll put up 50 points one game and then 17 in a playoff game. So
straight up, what I'm going to say is they're not going to beat a team like the Chiefs or the Bills. I mean, the NFC, they have an easier route, especially if Brady and Rodgers are either gone or in the AFC. But, I don't see them winning a Super Bowl.
I don't either. But I think the main issue with Dallas is it's always every year something bad happens, and then they just choke every time. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do and what happens there. All right, Steelers-Chiefs in what was Big Ben's final NFL game. He got destroyed per usual. He's gotten used to that over the past couple of years. Yesterday actually, Ben Roethlisberger announced his retirement from the NFL after 18 seasons. Chiefs advanced here to play the Bills, which we'll get to in a second. Not really a whole lot to say here. Steelers kind of got in with a lot of luck, and they got one more game. This is the game that surprised a lot of people, including myself. Rams 34, Cardinals 11 points. What happened here? Arizona completely fell apart. They started the season 7-0, looked like the best team in football, and then all of a sudden it just collapsed. Is DeAndre Hopkins really that important to this team, or did something bad happen along the way? Where do you think it went wrong?
Two things. DeAndre Hopkins is very important. Christian Kirk cannot carry an offense.
We knew this.
Kyler Murray's too short.
And two, this team is not built for the playoffs.
Kyler Murray can't see over his O-line, so it's pretty difficult to throw the ball.
Dude, I think it's going to take at least another year or two before Kyler can start winning in the playoffs. He just gives off that vibe to me. I think he's just too young.
I think the issue with the Cardinals is I feel like they got lucky. They started 7-0, but we never really looked at this roster and said, wow, that's a championship roster. They lost J.J. Watt, who came back but not full strength for the playoffs. Chandler Jones, after a 5-sack opener, finished the season with only 9. He fell off. That defense really started to struggle at the end. I don't know what this team's future looks like, but that division is so good that they might immediately fall off the face of the earth next year. You may not even see this team in the playoffs next year. There's real chance of that. All right, now we're done with... Sorry, you were saying something?
I was going to say, last year they did something similar where they were really good at the start and then they missed the playoffs. So...
Yeah, that's true.
They got a culture like that here where they start really strong and then I think they get a little bit cocky and then falter towards the end of the season.
I would agree. All right, so now we move on to the divisional round. This was kind of the big storyline of this entire round. This was mayhem. Every single game here was absolutely excellent, and it continued to push the envelope, as we see here. Let's start with Bengals-Titans. What happened here? Another complete choke by a 1 seed. Tennessee brought back Derrick Henry. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, Titans are winning the Super Bowl, including one of us on our set right here. What's up, Derek?
Yeah. Did I have them winning?
You
I
did have
had
them.
Titans-Packers.
Because I had Packers-Titans with the Packers winning.
And you had Titans-Packers with the Titans winning.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can be right.
Is that right?
You had the Bucs.
No, you picked the...
Yeah.
I had the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
That's right. He's right. So what happened here? This was a collapse for Tennessee.
I actually watched this game, and from what I saw, I think it was completely Ryan Tannehill's fault.
Well, I mean, of course it was. He
He
sucks.
was so bad. Like,
He had one good year. Last year, really good. This year, terrible. And every time in Miami, terrible. He's not the future quarterback for Tennessee, and they got to find a solution before this team blows up in their face.
And-
Because Derrick Henry is not getting younger, and his injuries are starting to catch up.
and
Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
especially with him running the ball for 30 carries a game.
If Derrick Henry doesn't rush for 100 yards, I'd give this team about a 20% chance to win.
And they should have lost to Houston twice, might I add, too, along the way. And they were still the 1 seed.
They were maybe the worst 1 seed that I've seen in the last 5 years.
Is that more attributed to how good the AFC is as a whole, or is that just
Both. I don't think the Titans play like a 1 seed. I think they kind of lucked out, and I
mean,
think
you play in the AFC South. You get Jags and Texans twice.
and then
a
I
year.
think the Chiefs, the Bills, the Bengals. I think the Titans were at best the 4th best team in that conference.
Well, and it showed. They looked terrible. Bengals win another game. The miracle. Yeah, the miracle lives on. Bengals move on all the way here. They are the storyline of the season. This might be the other.
Joe Burr.
What did we watch on Saturday night? The Packers completely
We watched Aaron Rodgers
collapsed.
lose.
That was the
Wait, no, wait. Say that again, Derek.
We watched Aaron Rodgers lose.
Thank you, Jared and Derek. So here we are.
This was the weirdest game of football I've ever watched.
Packers looked like they had dominated the entire game, and then all of a sudden, oops, special teams. Oh, block punt, touchdown, game over.
Same story, different year.
It's the chokester, Aaron Rodgers. And now he's never going to play there ever again, and neither is Devontae Adams, and the Green Bay
Thank
Packers are going to
God.
suck for the next decade.
How did the Packers do in the playoffs last year?
NFC Championship, Choke-a-Rooney, like they did the year before. This year, they didn't even get there. They lost to Jimmy Garoppolo from Rolling Meadows, Illinois.
Yes, sir.
They didn't even lose to Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, they lost to Talanoa Hufanga.
He had like 8 completions or something.
That's all he needs to do against this team. The
Jimmy
other,
Garoppolo is a system quarterback.
that is the best.
Jimmy
way to put it.
Garoppolo was 11 for 19.
Jimmy Garoppolo could have been replaced with
0 touchdowns and
Yeah.
1 interception.
Could
Jimmy
not-
Garoppolo.
But
could have
honestly,
been
Debo
replaced-
Samuel's probably a better quarterback.
Yeah, honestly,
Odell.
you could have put
Yeah.
Odell likes to air it out every once in a while.
He does.
You could have put Josh Rosen in that game for Jimmy Garoppolo, and I still think he wins. Like, bad game for the Packers. Niners dominated with their defense and special teams, and the Niners advanced. Packers are eliminating what we have likely seen the end of the Green Bay Packers Aaron Rodgers era.
Thank God.
I'd like to issue a formal
The
thank
cr-
you to Robbie Gould for
Oh yeah.
pulling through for Chicago one last time. Him and Jimmy G.
Yeah.
And Jimmy G always back to his roots of Chicago to the very end.
You guys heard their little dialogue after the
We
game.
did
I'm
hear
sure.
their
Yeah.
dialogue. It was a fun dialogue that we can't say on here. We're gonna have more, we're gonna have more screaming.
True.
Okay, Rams Buccaneers was the opener on Sunday, and the chaos continued in this game.
I'm not gonna lie. I turned this game off after halftime.
So did I. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at my phone.
Uh,
Oh
yeah,
God!
I turned it back on. End of the fourth quarter.
I did the exact opposite.
Really?
I didn't watch the first half, and then I watched the second half.
Uh-huh.
It was I don't know why I turned it on when they were down 21.
Yeah.
I don't know like what possessed me, but I just knew. I was like, there's no way Brady's gonna lose by 21 right now to Matthew Stafford.
Tom Brady almost completed his
Take
second.
Stafford
yeah,
out of Detroit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't take Detroit out of Stafford. Tom Brady was down 28-3 in the Super Bowl, down 27-3 in this game. Almost came back from this 27-3, but Matthew Gay stopped him from that
Another
happening.
game-winning field goal.
And now a game-winning touchdown with the dumbest overtime rules in the history of the sport.
Yeah. That was
This
stupid.
game makes me salty.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I hate the Chiefs for those who have not realized. 42-36, Chiefs win in overtime because of a coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's. If we didn't have a coin toss, I feel like this game would still be playing
And-
because each team wouldn't be able to stop each other. It'd be like 3,000 to 2,998.
Yeah.
like
And Josh Allen was perfect in coin tosses in the regular season.
all yeah. There was I read a tweet that was
Playoff
like,
choker.
yeah. I was reading a tweet. There's nothing better Josh Allen could have done, and one of the
Yeah.
replies was he could have called heads. I mean, this is true. Big disaster. The NFL needs to fix their overtime rules.
I'm pretty sure they are.
They've been
Yeah,
talking
they've
about
been
it.
talking about
This
it.
happened the year that the Chiefs lost to the Patriots by a coin toss, and it
Yeah.
didn't get through then. I don't think it's going to get through now.
It really should though, because that's just stupid.
Yeah,
I-
but the NFL owners don't like change.
Like,
They're
you-
not going to change
I don't
anything.
get why anyone would argue against change.
Because the NFL owners like to be their stingy little selves and go, yeah, no, you can't change this. This is a rule that's been in the league for 102
It's okay.
years since I
Well-
was born. No one cares.
Well, when I own a team, things will be different.
If you own a team, you got to have like Jeff Bezos. money.
Which team? The Jags?
Yeah, I could buy that right now.
For the
Here,
record,
Matt,
yeah, no, the
Matt,
guy that you
there you
cannot-
go.
Thank you. I'm keeping it. Okay.
Okay.
No, all right.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know who Gabriel Davis was until this game, and then he went for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
This
So,
is me and Logan. I think we're talking about this the other day. This is the guy that everybody's going to draft super early in fantasy because he had one good 4-touchdown game.
By everybody you mean you, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely doing it. Well, I think this was a game. He had always been a touchdown threat for them, but it was never that he had been a big, deep yardage threat or anything like that until this game. He became the new sidekick to Stephon Diggs. He looked like it, and now that they notice it, he's young, he's 25. They can build around this receiver core. They got a good tight end in Dawson Knox. This team's going to be back next year. This is my early favorite to go all the way in the AFC. All right. So, now it's time to predict games. We go-
Early favorite before this year's Super Bowl.
Yep, correct. Bengals Chiefs is the
That's funny.
AFC Championship. Derek, per usual, I'm going to let you start with the score predictions.
Joe Shiesty. I don't.
no.
I just want it. I want it so bad.
Just because you
I
want
don't-
it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I
there,
know
bud.
it might not happen, but this time I'm gonna go with my heart and the fact that I just want it to happen. But I think if the Bengals do win, it's gonna be like some really close, like kind of BS type of a deal.
Yeah, I agree
like
with you.
like a I don't know, like a field
Pass
goal
interference,
like a field goal at
defense,
the end of the
what?
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. So I think it'll probably be like I don't know, 17 to like 20.
I kind of like that. All right. We're going to skip Jared. Logan?
I'm gonna agree with Derek and go with my heart here
Oh
because
my God,
this
people.
playoffs have been about going with your heart. Brady gone, Rodgers
Gone.
Titans gone. The only
Jimmy
team,
Garoppolo in.
Yeah!
The only team that America doesn't seem to like is Kansas City.
Correct.
They're the villains here.
Unless you're one of the 4 people that live there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody lives there.
Jackson Mahomes may have single-handedly made America root against the Chiefs, but
He definitely did.
yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals here. I just feel like this is the year of upsets, and I'm gonna go like an odd score. I feel like it's gonna be like 37 to like 35. I don't know how they're getting to 37, but like Zach Taylor will find a way for the Bengals to do that. Like,
Logan woke up and
like-
decided to be Jared Freeman today. Oh my god!
Joe,
All right.
like they're gonna go for 2 twice when they don't need to, just because they need to make a statement.
Just because it's Joe Shiesty.
Yeah,
And that would definitely lock in Zach Taylor as Coach of the Year too if they can pull that off. So, which I think he already is Coach of the Year. But I'm gonna go. I have to. As much as I want to see the Bengals win, there's no way the Chiefs lose this game, and I don't think it's close either. I'm going to go 31-17. I think the Chiefs find the way to just cruise like they have in many games this year.
You said that about the Packers too.
I did.
Just
Jared?
Well, in an earlier podcast, I said Chiefs were winning the Super Bowl, so obviously I have to go with them. And Matthew, before you said 31-17, I was actually thinking the exact same score.
So let's go with it.
So yeah, I have Chiefs 31-17 for pretty much the same reason Matty P does.
I really don't.
Great minds think alike.
I really don't respect that you guys are preying on Joe Shiesty's downfall.
I'm not praying. No, I'm not praying on it. I'm praying on
it's
Mahomes.
Matthew and I
downfall.
both had the Chiefs in the Super Bowl earlier.
Correct.
So we
No,
have.
I'm sticking to my
we have
original.
To pick 'em.
Okay.
This is the game to
Obviously,
me.
I wanted the Bengals to win.
This is the game to me that's going to get more media attention than. I mean, of course, it's going to get a ton of media attention because it's the NFC Championship. But I feel like everybody in their world is picking the Niners in this game. Derek, are you one of them?
I don't. No matter how badly I want to see a Bengals Niners Super Bowl, I actually think the Rams will end up pulling it off. Just
Yeah, they got the talent.
Yeah, exactly. They have the talent. Stafford kind of deserves it, but I think the Rams are gonna end up winning. I'll go score. I think I'll go like 27 to like 24.
All right, I'll go and then Logan will go because I'm kind of like the exact same thing and I don't have much else to add. Rams got the talent. It's going to be a good game, but at the end of the day, Jimmy Garoppolo will find a way to lose this game for 49ers.
Hey, you never know. Jimmy G might pull it off,
Yeah.
but I think
I don't
the
see
Rams
it.
win.
See,
Rams 24, Niners 21.
it's tough because I think this is when the magic runs out for San Francisco. But they did just beat Green Bay, and they're 2-0 against the Rams this year.
Yeah, and they swept them last year too.
So, hypothetically, this should be San Francisco favored.
Okay, no, it's
Yes,
not.
they just beat Green Bay, and they beat the Rams 4 times in a row
and
now.
the Rams just made a statement against Tampa and Arizona.
That's
and they're
awesome.
on fire.
San Francisco just made a statement against a healthy Green Bay Packers who were the
made
one
a
seed.
statement having
and
0
the-
offensive touchdown.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they won.
Yeah, like the Niners had 0 offensive touchdowns. The Rams have Aaron
Exactly,
Donald, Jalen
exactly,
Ramsey, Von
exactly.
Miller, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, and the
So-
Niners have
so-
Jimmy Garoppolo.
So
Yes,
so
sir.
Matthew, what you're proving here is that,
The Rams should be favored.
well, okay, San Francisco's offense was bad against Green Bay. They still won. So
Right, if it
the
was
Rams
bad against
defense.
Green Bay, welcome to Los Angeles. It's going to be worse.
Okay.
Is
The,
this
Ram-
game? Is
the
this
Rams
game,
defense blew a 21-point lead to Tom Brady. So
Is this game in LA or is it in San Fran?
This game is in Los Angeles.
I'm gonna go the Los Angeles Rams.
Thank you.
Let's go 30 to.
Oh, my.
Actually, no. Let me take that back. We're gonna go 17 to 10.
I was going to say this. Beep. It's going to be one of those really low offensive scoring games. Jared, you are the last person to pick this one. Who you got?
You can't take Detroit out of Stafford, baby.
I like that.
All right. The 49ers have found a way to do it every time. And I think this is the game the Rams just, like, fall off a cliff. I think Cooper Kupp gets, like, 3 receptions for, like, 40 yards.
Oof.
And I think the Niners are going to win. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a good game somehow, even though he's going to be getting pressured every single play. He's going to...
He'll have a nice 90 yards.
But I think he somehow plays well. I think Debo has over 150 scrimmage yards. And I think the Niners win 28 to 27.
I like that. All right. So while we're here, we can update our Super Bowl predictions because, except for Jared, every team we have here is out. Jared has the Chiefs over the Rams in his Super Bowl.
No, I had the Chiefs over the Buccaneers, but it was weird because
No, you cheated. So we're giving you Chiefs Rams. So right now you actually that looks pretty good. All things considered, that looks pretty good. Derek and Logan both don't even have either of their Super Bowl teams making it to the conference championship. And I have Chiefs Bucks, which will need to be revised. So you're going to stick to what you had, probably, Jared, right? You're sticking with Chiefs over Rams?
Well, I just said the Niners were going to beat the Rams.
So Chiefs over Niners?
Yeah.
Okay. Derek?
All right. I don't know. You want? So what I want is Bengals over Rams.
Well, that's what you have. That is what your prediction would have been. Would be Bengals Rams Super Bowl.
He had Titans over Packers.
Well, no, this updated one he picked the Bengals.
Yeah,
and
no.
the Rams.
What I want is Bengals over Rams.
Oh yeah, that's
like I want the Bengals to win.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I think everyone wants the Bengals to
Oh
win.
yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
Well, I mean, I picked Bengals and Rams, so Bengals, Rams, but no matter how badly I want Joe Shiesty to pull it off, I think the Rams end up winning. I don't even care about the score. I just think the Rams end up winning if that happens.
Jared has the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Derek now has the Rams winning. Logan.
I'm going to agree with Derek here. I mean, Dallas, Cincinnati's America's team.
Yes.
They are America's team this year, and
Absolutely.
I think they will be for a while with all the hype Joe Burrow's gotten. Unfortunately, America's going to be pretty disappointed when we let the kid from Detroit get one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Matt Stafford definitely deserves it. He had to live in Detroit for like 11 years of his adult life, so.
And in his first year at the Rams, the Super Bowl.
That's
yeah.
pretty tough, but yeah, no one, in my opinion, no one deserves the Super Bowl more than Matthew Stafford for what he had to endure over there in Detroit. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go Rams over Bengals.
And I have the Chiefs and Rams in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs are going to win. With this team right now, they are the biggest favorite we've seen in a long time amongst the four left by odds makers, and I think it's going to stay that way. They are leaps and bounds better. They're 8-point favorites in this game against the Bengals. So Chiefs are big favorites. Yeah, Chiefs are big favorites.
Smashing that underdog there.
But I don't see the Chiefs losing this game. I don't see the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl to lose again. After everything that happened this season, they started 2-4. I called them out. I said they're done, and they're about to win a Super Bowl. So that's what this season's been crazy. Anything can happen. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Good to be back. We will be back weekly. Once the NFL season ends, we're going to have a ton of NBA content and March Madness content for sure. So until then, we'll see ya. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.